talk about. So number 9, so let's look at first the targeting. Right here, you're going to see this player. Again, it's a blindside block. He goes high. And go ahead, Cole. We've got a couple good replays of it. And it was called targeting. And really, we'll take a straw poll in here. But if you were the replay official, yeah. So if you're a replay official, you're going to confirm that call, right?
Yeah.
Right. You would confirm that call, wouldn't you?
And I would confirm it in all if it was called in that way, I would confirm it. But I understand that is initial contact appeared based on the overturn. The rationale was that it was shoulder to shoulder, and the head snapped subsequently. But I personally, if it was called that way, I would have upheld it myself personally.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and so there are 2 plays. Well, so we won't talk about the other, but here's the thing that I want people to not lose sight of. So the definition of targeting does not mean that the initial contact has to be the head. Your shoulder can hit his shoulder, your shoulder can hit his head. What we're looking for is if he's defenseless, and in this case it's a blindside block, so he is defenseless, is there forcible contact to the head or neck area of the defenseless player? Even though his shoulder might have come in here, if there's forcible contact to the head, that's targeting.
You said the initial contact?
Not the initial. Is there forcible contact? So you could, there was a thing when targeting first came out is like if I came in and I had my, I made initial contact here and then my head blew through your head. Well, I touched him with my elbow first. That's not the case. What the rule says, if he's defenseless and there is forcible contact to the head or neck area, that's targeting. It doesn't mean it has to be the first piece of impact. If I first impact him in the chest, but then my head hits his head and it's forcible, then it's targeting. And so this is a good play because this is where we have issue is that now with especially targeting, but across the board, we have to be consistent with these. We have to be consistent because this player's getting disqualified or not. And so here's where, and we'll come back, but where I think our collaborative process is going to make us a lot more consistent.
That was going to be my question, Steve. Was in your assessment, if this was a collaborative process, this would not have been overturned.
This would not have been overturned, without a doubt.
Aren't there 2 targeting plays on that?
Now let's look at the other part. So let's look at the quarterback. And so, so the first thing is, let's go back. We got the new rule change.
Go ahead. Let's get into the new process.
We love video, Chuck. It's okay. No, I will. So he's not defenseless because he's not giving himself up and he's not sliding feet first. In fact, he's saying, let me see if I can get this last yard. Now, that player tries to target, but, as you can see, if he would have hit him with the crown, but there's a couple other views, his head kind of misses, but it is a suspect targeting. Could have been, but you can see it now. He tried, but really it was a miss. So a lot going on these plays.